Hello everyone, and how's it going? It's John Hawk117 here, and I've got I'm pretty sure it's gonna be uploaded pretty late. Yeah, probably pretty late. I wanted to talk to you guys all about the changes to YouTube that's been going on, and they're not necessarily changes from what I've gathered. They're more of just they've been in place for about a year, from what I've looked at from the videos I've saw and everything. And it looks to me that YouTube is. Now I'm not a YouTuber whatsoever, really. I just post videos about WoW. I think that's it. I don't really. I'm not. I don't have that. I don't have like barely. I barely have any Instagram. Probably no one's gonna see this. If I'm being honest. Maybe the title will just get out.
I need to get
But
closer.
the thing is that I've been watching YouTube since 2011, 2010, back when like Let's Playing or walkthroughs. I first started watching YouTube when many of you guys know this is SOHPKC, back when he first started his Fallout 3 playthrough, the original one, not the Redux or the re-Redux, but the original one. And I was like, this is just so good, and that's what first got me interested. I was like, I would want to do this, but I was like,
It's too far
13.
away.
I was like 12 or 13 at the time. Didn't even have an account, just kind of decided to, hey, maybe do this later on in life. Maybe I could do this and like put passion into it. You know, I didn't put much work into school. I didn't really do much of anything really that would make it seem like I had the drive to do anything. Right? Besides Taekwondo, that was it about it. And I didn't even start it. I started when I was 13 or 12, about 13. So I think I have enough. I think I've seen enough of YouTube. I've seen big channels come and go. I've seen old YouTubers just suddenly stop making content. And it's this change has probably been, I'd say, the biggest, most controversial one so far. Like it's not even the fact. I would be okay. Like I don't even care if I don't get monetized. Like it's totally fine. I don't ever get monetized. If I don't even become a YouTuber, I'm totally fine. I just do this because I like doing it. I like working on my editing, even though it seems like the past couple of years I haven't really edited that much. That's because I'm trying. That's because I'm doing dungeon content. I haven't received anything, which I apologize for. I'll make compilations of dungeons soon. As soon as me and my friend get done with World Quest and start getting more gear and stuff and subject performance. Anyway, for those of you that care, that's what I just want to say that. But the thing is that it's not about if you want to be a YouTuber, if you want to have like. I just finished watching Alpha Omega Sin's video. I haven't watched much of his videos. I've watched maybe 2 in my entire life, but he's at one like he really made sense. Like people may say like, oh, get a Patreon, oh, just get like just stream on Twitch and then make videos that way. Well, that's you have to understand. Like even if you're a decent sized YouTuber, like the only reason some YouTubers have sub buttons is like because if you for Twitch is because they are big enough that Twitch like, oh, we can make money off of this, or they stream enough often where they can make money off of that one. So that's a reason right there. But the thing about Patreon is that's the most, if YouTube's uncertainty, Patreon's completely unknown. If that's an indication, because you have to understand, like for like I'm gonna use the only person I've become a Patreon before is Bati Video, and Bati has like tiers, right? Like he has, as everyone has tiers with Patreon. And one of his tiers is Fire, Ashen one or something like that. And it's like you get like special thanks for the ending credits, you know, all that sort of shit. Blah blah blah. And you get to like request a video, I think, something like that. Something like that. So you but you might be saying, well, yeah, because he's a decent sized YouTube. He's got like 600,000, maybe 500,000, something like that. Well, you have to understand that not everyone can watch YouTube for free. Everyone does. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Yeah, everyone watches it for free. We just have to watch ads, or if you have ad block, you don't. And that's the whole nother beast. Like you're part of the problem because people can see, like Alpha Megason said, that the companies that make the ads that go on YouTube, they basically can have metadata or data that says how many times an ad skipped, how many times it's viewed, and they can see how many times it's viewed, the video's viewed, and how many times it's skipped and seen on that video, how on that ad that they have. So let's say a video has 6 million views, just 6 million, and half and a quarter of them, 2 million, have ad block. Or let's say 1 million have ad block, and another million skip the ad. They'd be able to see how many people viewed it, which would be 4 million viewed it, and they would be able to see 1 million skipped it and 1 million didn't. So having ad block, which I whitelist ad block on YouTube, so that way I can see ads. Of course, I skip them, but that's still being viewed, so they still get the ad block. So that's not bad. I mean, I also watch YouTube a lot on my phone, so there's no ad block. So there you go. But that really doesn't. Having ad block is good for like it's not good, period, unless you like go on websites that aren't Twitch and YouTube or anything else that uses ads as like part of the revenue. But the thing is that that's only part of the problem. YouTube might be doing this as a publicity stunt to like make people talk. I don't actually know what they're fucking doing, because if you look at their track record, they've done stupid shit before, but it's always been for a short amount of time, which is why I personally think it's just going to blow over. Like, that's what I'm hoping, because I don't want to see any of my YouTubers quit. Like, I personally want to see them grow. I want to see them get better. I want to see them increase their editing skills. I want to see them do all sorts of shit. But YouTube is just becoming this PC bullshit. It's social justice warrior nonsense, and it's pissing me off. Like, where was the YouTube back when Seamus could upload 7 videos a day, which I think still does about that much. He could upload 7 videos a day, not give a shit what he said. He could be talking about those random shit and the controversial shit. He would still get a bunch of views and a bunch of ads because people liked his content. And he would make a living off it. He made such a good living. He got to build the features and all that sort of shit. And then, now you look at it and like, Seamus cusses a lot. He does. Not as much as some other YouTubers, but he cusses a decent amount. So, like, it baffles me on why YouTube is doing this, because they're just harming themselves, and it's not a good thing. It's just not. Like, because if you look at, if you watched Omega Sin's video again, he talks about how Netflix or Twitch could make a video streaming, make a video service, and honest to God, they would probably get at least, if I had to guesstimate, probably 1 million people the first time, because everyone would be tweeting it out. Everyone would be saying, "Oh, they got this beta tested," or some shit like that. And the word would spread. And all of a sudden, YouTube would be going, "Oh shit, you can't do this." So one or two things would happen. One, YouTube would change the shit and make it so they can't censor anything. Like, that would be the ideal, right? You could show sexual content, and you could show partial nudity, and you could cuss. But I would understand the harassment thing, because, let's be honest now, he started fucking cancer. Like, he's just cancer. I don't care what anyone says. The only good thing he's done is show. I'm getting on a rant. I'm not going to go into that anyway. And you have to imagine people like Phil DeFranco is one of them, but the one I was trying to say is Filthy Frank. He's essentially not a parody. He's basically he puts on a facade, right? He plays a character. He plays the character Filthy Frank. I forget what his real name is, but anyone who wants to go find that problem. And he's gone on record, the guy who plays Filthy Frank got on record saying it's just extreme. He's the views of him, but to the extreme, right? Like, to the entire. If he's the left wing, if his views are left wing, then he's the extreme right wing, like a far right wing of political views. Not political, but you know what I mean. So he would instead, because people consider his things controversial, and his videos are great. I love the weird video. I thought that was great. And that could be considered controversial. He could get that unmonetized. And that has, like, what, 12 million views? Probably more by now. And, like, you have to imagine, why would YouTube do this to big content creators? Like, they just want to shuffle in new clients. They want to shuffle in new talent? I don't understand. Like, it literally makes no business sense, even if you're trying to make more money. Like, and they're owned by Google. Like, it's not like they don't have the money. Like, Google knows that if they just employ some different stuff. Like, let's say for instance, like with Twitch, they have bits now. Which you might be saying, oh, that's kind of Twitch trying to get more money, which it is, but it's also a good thing because that means that you have another way to give your streamer money. Like, you know, you have more ways to donate. You know, it could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. Anyway, the thing you guys have to realize is if YouTube did something like that, we would want to save their money. But if it would fix this problem right now, if it would fix censorship, I don't think anyone would be against it. Honestly, got anyone that has a brain or half a brain and a couple of coins could probably go. And by coins I mean money, because I'm playing WoW right now. Anyway, if they didn't do something like bits, like that would be fine. Like, I think that'd be a good thing. If it would fix this problem, I would take any solution that we have. Ideally, it would be no censorship on the internet. That's the ideal, right? But it's their fucking website. They can do whatever the hell they want. And if you just look through YouTube, they've done some serious changes that have like removing the what's it called? The response videos. You know, the video message. They got rid of that. People were upset about that. A lot of YouTubers like William Johnson used it. Pope Frank used it. Several others. I'm not quite sure. It's been a while since that happened. Long for me.
I need to get closer.
And you just, I look at YouTube and I'm like, you have such potential. You can be, and here's the big thing that I don't think anyone's touched upon. If you look at like, and I think this is just terrible, even though I like those channels. If you look at like Stephen Colbert, Trevor Noah, Seth Meyers, who's the other one? John Oliver. None of them are being hit by this. Like, there's data that suggests that they aren't being hit by this. And you know why? Because for one, they're actual companies. Like, they're actual companies that, you know, they're actual TV shows that upload on YouTube. So you have to wonder, and this is not really, you can say I have a tinfoil hat on, but there's a reason for that. Something's going on. Like, there's some shit going on at YouTube. Because there's no way they're this stupid. They're owned by Google.
I can't attack that target.
They're not stupid. What I would want to do, and this is my ideal situation, I would prefer if YouTube just, in all honesty, I would prefer this. But you know what I want to replace it? I'd want Amazon to be like Twitch. We want you to make more money. So we're going to install a video service on it since YouTube appears to be shitting itself and dying. And you know what? I think Amazon could do it great. They have shit tons of money, almost probably as much as Google. Or maybe more. Who knows? Imagine this. Imagine, for instance, that if you use Amazon or Twitch's video service, if hypothetically speaking, if they run a video service, you could like order stuff off Amazon for your YouTuber and send it to their address that they have, like their information, well, not YouTuber, but their Twitch user that they have straight to them. Like straight to them, instead of having to use a link or anything, you can just do it straight to them. That could be incorporated into that. You could send them games, you could send them fan mail that way, you could send them so much shit. Like that could be a great innovative thing for the channel, or for Amazon to do.
It's too far.
They have so much possibility, but the thing is, YouTube shouldn't even be doing this because they just need to. How can I prove this? They need to end the censorship, because if they end the censorship, you know what's going to happen? No one's going to fear you. People like, well, not people like me, because I'm not afraid of you also, but if I don't care. Even if I'm not even going to monetize videos unless I get big enough, then, you know what, I'll see where I go from there. Maybe I can make my job, maybe not. Who the fuck knows? The thing is, people like me do this for the love of it. We like just making videos, putting content out so that we can make money and making people money. My whole goal with this YouTube thing was never to make money, it was to make people happy. Because so much happiness, there's so much dark, gritty, and terrible things in the world. And some people like it. Some people like the dark but they also like happy. I would like to make content that is happy, that makes them smile, that makes them love life, that makes them not want to just kill themselves, not want to die, not want to just stop living. I want something like that. I want something like that. And it's to the point with YouTube that they're trying to scare people that want to do stuff like that, that want to make people happy. Not saying I'm a big person, but like, they want to do stuff that I'm doing that make people happy. put positive feelings into the world, make people just smile. And YouTube is starting to make that near impossible because curse words, it's just, say what you will about politics, say what you will about liberals or conservatism or Republicans or Democrats, whatever. It's the people on all sides that are sensitive about stuff that are causing this to happen. It's not any one side's fault. It's not social justice warriors' fault. It's not liberals' fault. It's everyone's fault. Because we are allowing... And the big thing about the ad revenue is if one person takes down their ads, another person claims their spot. Like, there are millions of companies in the world. Millions. And they're just waiting for it to take a spot on a YouTube video because if you have 12 million views on a YouTube video and someone says we don't want our content to be put on our ads and show on that content, then someone else is immediately going to take their spot. Immediately. I bet Gangnam Style was a moneymaker for everybody. Like, you shitting me? Gangnam Style was a moneymaker. If it had ads, I don't remember if it did. But you just have to wonder, like, if YouTube seriously, honestly God, wants this to happen and wants to censor people, they're just gonna crash and burn. Like, they're gonna either have to sell off their company or something's gonna happen. Someone's gonna take their place. Someone is. It's a niche. It's like they're the titan of this. No one else really is up to their level. But Netflix and Twitch, they can easily get there. They have the name recognition to do it. Twitch is probably the most well-known, if not for being somewhat cancerous, for some Twitch chats, but everyone would shift from YouTube and go over to Twitch or Netflix or wherever. It just takes someone to make, if it was competition for YouTube, they'd have to change a lot of shit to keep up. That would be good for both sides. That way there could be YouTubers and Twitch people for making videos and streaming, even though people very rarely stream on Twitch on YouTube except for a couple of people, like Tekken 101 for instance. And like, competition is a good thing. It makes people have to compete to make better content. That's why I think YouTube is such a good thing because, like, what's a good example? Like Joey, the anime man, Noble, Misty Connexia, like all these people have to compete with each other, even though they're friends. Like all three of those are friends. They have to compete with each other to make better content, and they do. They want to make content that's good for everybody. So it's a good thing that this is happening. I mean, not that this is happening, but it's a good thing for having competition. So if there was a video service, like Twitch U, let's call it Twitch U, then that would be probably the best thing to happen to YouTube ever. Because that would split the audience. That would split people. Some YouTubers, while this change is still in place, would go to Twitch U, and people would stay here and still make content. So that would make YouTube either have to cut their losses and just go under, or they would have to change everything and make it, even on both sides. Because I guarantee you Amazon's not going to censor a lot of shit, because they appeal to all sorts of audiences. So they're not going to censor anything. I guarantee you. Because like half the shit, you can buy dildos on Amazon, I'm pretty sure. So like, I don't understand why they'd censor anything. Because they own Twitch. So there'd be no reason for them to censor anything. And it would probably be the best thing for YouTube if there was competition. That's just because they're a lone titan right now. They're like if I could make a WoW comparison, they're like Sargeras against Roxygar. There's no contest. Like, yes, Roxygar made Sargeras look at him, but he just swatted him like a fly afterwards. Like, Roxygar may have taken out all the little guys, but the big guy just one-shot. He has no contest. And that's what it's like for any video service right now. Like, YouTube just swats them down. They can't make anything. But if a big name comes up with a platform that works, and that can make money, and that can please audiences, then they would might as well have been fucking the Dragon Aspects versus Deathwing. Or the what's a good comparison? I don't fucking know off the top of my head. Anyway, it would be like the Dragon Aspects versus Deathwing. It would be a constant struggle to see who's on top. And that'd be a good thing. I think that'd be a great thing for content creators to do that. You might be saying, but that might not happen. Like, well, it might not, but what people have to understand is anything can happen. It's like the Hearthstone card. Anything can happen. And it can. And it would be every fan is awesome because of it. Because YouTube would smart up, they'd stop being so autonomous, and they would make good changes. They would have to compete. And I know I'm rambling at this point, but it's I'm trying to drive the point home that it could be good and bad. Bad that they might not change and they'll just go under, which is also good. Because that means that Twitch U would take over, and maybe they go down the same way. But I highly doubt it. Either way you look at it, Twitch U or... There are three ways that this could happen. Either someone like Netflix U or Twitch U comes up and they take over. That'd be good. If there's competition, that'd be good. If YouTube changes the rules and just this blows over, we're back to square one. But the thing people have to realize is this will happen again. This is not the first time something like this has happened. It's not going to be the last either. YouTube's been going on for, what, 10 years now? I'd say 10 years, since I'm 19, almost 20, so when I was... Yeah. So it's been going on for about 10 years. And this shit's just gonna keep happening unless we just tell YouTube, as a group, as collectively, to fuck right the hell off. You may think you own this site, and you do! But we make you the money. If all of us left to go somewhere else, which, we could do. Theoretically, we could do. And they would lose so much goddamn money. So much money. Their stock price would go down. I'm pretty sure the stock prices aren't doing that much better right now, if I'm being honest. I don't know, I have to talk to my brother about that. So, there's just so many angles that could happen. I'm thinking of all the possibilities. And when we're talking about stocks, if Amazon got into the video business, their stockholders would froth at the mouth at the chance of overtaking YouTube in stock prices. Can you imagine that? Amazon stockholders would be like, we do it now, do it right, and just make us money. That would just be the best thing to happen to Amazon and Twitch. Because they would get the funding they needed, and they would just be able to do whatever the fuck they want. That's completely, that'd be just great. That'd be fucking awesome. And this is just, it's sad to see. It's just sad to see because YouTube is just, it's been such a big part of my life. It's helped me through so much shit, and I don't want to see it die. I want it to be around. I want to see it go on past my age of death, and on straight on till more. Just never until the day the universe ends. I want to see YouTube.
I need to get closer.
It does done some great things. It has done fantastic things. It has brought people together. It has made people of different sides of an argument compromise, and it has made people of different races, ethnicities, sexual identities, fucking just different people come together and just absolutely love life. And I just want that.
I'm out of range.
If it has to continue on another website, I understand that. Things change. Things change. That's just things happen. Whether the internet likes or not, things happen. That's just what's gonna happen. Whatever happens, whatever goes down the road, I just want everyone to know that watching my channel, even if you aren't subscribed, which probably a lot of people watching this aren't subscribed, probably won't subscribe. I just want you to know I'll be here too. I'll be here. Maybe I'll go to Twitch and make a video website. Who knows? Maybe I'll just say. But I won't change my content, and I don't want any. If any of you watching this are a small YouTuber like me, just thinking about making videos, don't be afraid to make content. Because if you make an audience for yourself, but you don't make ad revenue, then if Twitch U comes along, you're gonna have an audience
I need
already.
to get closer.
Put yourself out there.
I need to
Make
target
people
someone
want
first.
to like you. Make people, well, not make them want to like you, but make it appeal to people. Do the videos you want to see done, and do them well. Or put some little effort in the first one, get like I did. I put some minimal editing into my first videos I uploaded for a while, and then I kind of went from there. I'm changing, I'm getting better at editing, I'm getting better at so many things, and I want to just get better. And if you have that mindset, if you have that hey, this might not be a straightaway thing. It might not be just instant. Boom, done. If you put time and effort into it, you will make something. You will make something worth watching, worth it. And don't let YouTube stop with creativity. They might be sometimes assholes, but you can't let that discourage you. You can't let them changing the rules discourage you, because if you do, then you're letting the PC people. You're letting them just completely change the way the system works and making it play to their benefit. Which it's not. They don't get to. They shouldn't decide what we get to watch and what we don't get to make money off of, and what we don't get to. They can't censor us, right? They should be able. No one should be able to censor anybody. Like, that's a big thing. Like, I don't believe in being politically correct. Hell, I didn't even know what politically correct meant until I was like 17. Because my parents just didn't raise me that way. They were like, you should be able to say whatever you want. They're not liberals, they're probably I think Democrats. And so like it just you can't let the PC be. If you do, then our world's just gonna die sooner rather than it's just gonna end before we even have a chance to reach the stars. Before we have a chance to touch the edge of the universe and be able to see what's great of the universe that we have. We won't be able to see that. And that might be going off on a tangent, but like you have to realize that this could be a stepping stone for either something amazing in the world or something. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's not true. That's not ever gonna happen. YouTube's just a minor thing. Well, if you realize that YouTube's becoming more and more like a like television, and that's maybe a bad thing, maybe a good thing. Who knows? But the thing is that whether we like it or not, change is gonna happen. YouTube is going to keep changing stuff to see what works for them, what's not working for them. And if we're vocal enough, this will change quickly. If we're not, it will change slowly. I just want you guys to know that you shouldn't be scared. Any content creator out there, even if a big YouTuber somehow watches this, is curious on whether or not they should make a video, go make a video. Speak out, because your audience needs to see that you are against it. And there's no argument about being with this argument. It's not even an argument, it's just YouTube being idiots. There's no argument for it, in my eyes. Because if YouTube makes people that make the content that make them money not make money, then they're just harming themselves, because everyone can just leave. You might be saying, oh, well, some people will stay. Well, yes, they will, but they'll have to take a part-time job or a full-time job and have to do that. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. It's more serious than I normally do. We mostly goof off around here, but I do hope you all enjoyed, and I guess that's it. I will see you all in the next one.